Hey, welcome to EPN. My name is Victor Lucas, and we bring you the latest in everything cool every single day. Kratos and I want to welcome you to another exciting episode of EP Live, and this rundown is going out to D9000, who said the only thing more cliche than a stormtrooper saying, "Move along," is Vic saying, "He's not Harrison Ford." He was talking about my solo review. This rundown is all yours. Hell has frozen over, pigs are flying, cats and dogs are living together because Sony has finally embraced cross-platform multiplayer. After years of holding out, Sony will soon make it possible for PlayStation 4 gamers to play online with their friends on the Xbox One, Switch, and other platforms. It starts today with an open beta for the PlayStation 4 version of Fortnite, and Sony plans to bring crossplay to other games in the near future, although they have yet to provide a list. If we had to guess, other likely candidates for crossplay include Minecraft and the car soccer game Rocket League. Although it's long been possible for PS4 players to join their friends on the PC, Sony was notoriously reluctant to allow the PS4 to play with other consoles, despite overtures from both Microsoft and third-party developers. Writing on the PlayStation blog, Sony admits that crossplay is something PS4 players have been eagerly awaiting, and allowing it represents, in their own words, a major policy change for Sony Interactive Entertainment. Bravo, Sony. This is a fantastic move, and I think we have to talk about Todd Howard and the folks over at Epic, everybody kind of working together to kind of change people's minds and perceptions about all of this stuff. And guys, make no mistake, this is a big step forward in the idea that the consoles that we know and love and have known and loved for 30 years at this point are slowly being moved over into a kind of virtual status. It's going to be a subscription-based future, and the game developers out there are definitely thinking about that. So, we're going to get PlayStation 5, we're going to get a new Xbox, but the future is definitely going to be about services like Netflix that serve up game content, and there is going to be a lot of cross-pollination and a lot of cross-play, and this is a major step forward in that, and frankly, it had to happen, and I'm really glad that Sony is doing this. Honestly, I feel like the more that the industry works together and breaks down walls and breaks down barriers and stops thinking about clubhouses that people have to join up and kind of ignore the rest of the field out there, the more growth is going to happen in the business. Nobody thinks about having to choose a brand of movie player, a DVD player, or a Blu-ray player, and Netflix is ubiquitous. And that ubiquity is going to become increasingly important for, siloed verticals like PlayStation or Xbox. Eventually, we're going to get a lot of different ways that content is going to be served up, and yes, they will all play nice together, which is really good news for all of us. All right, get ready to crack that whip because Konami has finally unveiled something we all knew was coming. After weeks of rumors and leaks, Konami has officially announced Castlevania Requiem, a new downloadable collection with remastered versions of the classic games Symphony of the Night and Rondo of Blood. As expected, both titles have been up-resed for HD, although they still use the same character models and backgrounds as their PlayStation 1 originals. And what might be a disappointment, the collection will only be available on the PS4, so other platforms are left out, at least for now. Castlevania Requiem sinks its teeth into the PlayStation 4 on October 26th, just in time for Halloween. This is another one of those tidy deals behind closed doors where, PlayStation worked out something with Konami and said, this would be great on our platform. Here you go. Doesn't really bode well for Symphony of the Night to be on the PS1 Classic, though, does it? Or does it? Does this exclusive deal mean that there is even more kind of money to be made from this relationship? I think that would be crazy if it was missing, don't you? But it also feels like, well, they're going to release it and people will be able to pick it up for the PS4. I don't know. Fantastic games, though, and if you've never played these games, it's definitely time to jump in, and congrats, PlayStation 4 owners out there. You have another reason to gloat. The drama surrounding the closure of Telltale Games is far from over. Telltale has abruptly halted sales of their last game, The Walking Dead: The Final Season. The second of 4 planned episodes was supposed to launch yesterday, but the company pulled it and the entire game from stores, citing uncertainty about whether or not they'll be able to finish it now that they're shutting down. Yesterday, we reported that Telltale was trying to find a partner to help finish the game, but in light of this latest development, it appears that those talks aren't going well. Hopefully the game will be finished one way or another, so we'll keep you posted. In more bad news, a former Telltale Telltale employee has launched a class action lawsuit against the company, alleging that Telltale violated California labor laws by not giving them enough notice before letting them go. At the time we're filming, Telltale has yet to respond. Yes, the employees have to be taken care of first, and it would be complete folly for Telltale to work out some kind of, woo, we saved the business, or we saved this property and let's get it out there. They got to do the right thing. And so, I wish all of the employees well with the lawsuits and the ongoing discussions. And I also, I really hope that all of the executives and the people that were running Telltale come out of this okay as well, and they do the right thing, and they feel good about how they handled this whole situation. They may have had to make some snap decisions and, saw the end days coming very quickly because sales weren't happening or whatever, and they had to rush into what they had to do. But hopefully the money will get to the right people, and, the executives can still hold their head up high, and the legacy of Telltale will be something that lives on in a favorable light. Really tragic and awful, and honestly, I hope it all turns out all right. Now, let's lighten things up a bit with some good news. Kingdom Hearts 3 is going to sound very familiar. Several big actors from Disney movies are set to reprise their roles in the new video game. The list includes Frozen voice actors Kristen Bell, Josh Gad, Idina Menzel, and Jonathan Groff. Tangled stars Zachary Levi and Donna Murphy, and Toy Story actors John Ratzenberger and Wallace Shawn. As for returning stars, Haley Joel Osment will once again voice franchise hero Sora, along with veteran Disney voice actors Tony Anselmo as Donald Duck and Bill Farmer as Goofy. Having all these characters in the game speaks to the massive scale that Disney and Square Enix are going for, with more crossover franchises than ever before. Kingdom Hearts 3 lands in March. I can't wait for this game. They didn't put it in the press release, but I'm going to be playing Mickey Mouse. Yeah! No, I'm not. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I did that. No, I'm very excited about Kingdom Hearts 3. I can't wait for the game. I had so much fun playing it at E3 this year, and it looks absolutely stunning. I mean, they've clearly not been, squandering their time in the development process of this thing, because it looks beautiful and it played with so much joy. It gave me so much fun. So very psyched about this. Happy to hear the voices. I kind of figured that they spent the money on getting all these voice actors in there. I'm sure they're excited to play with their families and stuff and let them play as these different characters, and it's them popping off the screen like this. It's going to be great. I'm really surprised that Haley Joel Osment is returning, though. I think that's awesome. What a story, right? That guy's been with this game forever. And we've been waiting forever, but I think it's going to be worth the wait. That's going to do it for our rundown today. Let's look back at this day in everything cool.